What is up, YouTube, and welcome to the Extra Point episode 28. I am Hunter along with Nick. How are you doing, Nick?
Well, Hunter, I'm doing very well. How are you?
How about you take a guess?
Doing
I'm
fantastic
doing fantastic. And why am I doing fantastic? You want to know why? Because I am
because
breathing and I am alive and I'm
you
feeling really
are,
good.
you are
I am.
unfortunately still alive. We
That's
cannot
fucked
get
up.
rid of you, and congratulations.
That's really fucked up. All right, Nick, I see how this episode's going to go. Can't wait to get it going. Thank you guys for watching. Here we go. Episode 28. We have the week 7 recap as our first topic.
That's right.
A bunch of things that you guessed wrong, finally, going down.
Bad,
Week 7
bad
recap.
week. Yeah.
And the week 8 Thursday night football prediction between the Redskins at the Vikings. We'll predict what we think will go down there and how the Redskins could possibly pull up the upset. We'll see here. Yep.
That conversation won't take that fucking long. We'll get to it.
Yep. Anyway, thank you. Episode 28. Here we go. First topic is the week 7 recap. A lot of bullshit went on this week. Let's start with the Dolphins visiting the Bills and the Dolphins losing 21-31. Nick, what did you see in that game?
I kind of predicted this similar thing. I got the score wrong, but I kind of predicted this similar outcome. Bills only won by 10 points. Were actually tied at one point. No, they were down for
They were
actually
down.
a good portion of the game.
Wow.
Fourth quarter was yikes for the Dolphins. Turnovers in the red zone honestly cost the game. If it weren't for red zone turnovers, the Dolphins could have and probably would have beat the Bills
Yeah.
in Buffalo. So Bills should not be happy with that win. A win's a win, but when you only beat the fucking Dolphins by 10 points, when that fucking defense gives up 21 points in general, that's a fucking problem. I'm very concerned for the Bills at this moment.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. I mean, the Dolphins, Ryan Fitzpatrick's looking
Naturally.
pretty good. I saw a little funny meme on, I think, Facebook or
Oh,
whatnot.
come on.
Uh, will the Dolphins trade Ryan Fitzpatrick for possibly winning games?
It's honestly a legit rumor
Yeah,
per Adam Scheffner.
yeah. It is possible. I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick's not a bad quarterback. He is the best backup in the league, in my opinion. Well,
Teddy
behind Nick
Bridgewater.
Foles.
But
He will come in, get the job done for like a game or two, and then start, sucking,
well, that's
which
what
is all you
backups
need for a
do.
backup, really.
Yeah.
So the Dolphins are looking, they look pretty decent under, well, I mean, for the Dolphins, they looked all right under Ryan Fitzpatrick. The rushing attack is still not existent. They have the least amount of rushing yards of any NFL team
Yeah.
in the league right now, which is not a shocker, but they did all right against a good defense for
Mhm.
what their roster is. The Bills, on the other hand, is possibly the worst 5-1 team in the past 10 years, at least. They have a good defense. It's not a top 5 defense. It's what we thought it was going to be. It's just
Yeah.
a good defense, like top
It's a
10
good
maybe.
defense. Yeah.
Their offense is fucking horrible. I mean, Josh Allen has potential, but he is just not there as a quarterback. He's just not. I don't. He should be a backup. To be honest, I feel bad saying it, but he should.
So now you're gonna
Yeah, I
revert.
mean he has potential, but after these fucking 6 games, he hasn't shown anything. He hasn't progressed any. He hasn't
You're
gone
right.
through his checkdowns. He hasn't made
Nope.
smart decisions. He's got Cole Beasley, John Brown, two reliable receivers. One's fast, one's got really good fucking hands. Frank Gore is still getting the job done at 47 years old as a running back. And they have a offensive line. I mean, the offense is just not there, in my opinion, and this defense is carrying them to 5 wins. So honestly, they're not even a top 10 team, in my opinion, being 5-1 and having one of
I
the best
agree.
football.
I
Pretty sad.
100% agree. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, glad we got that off our chest, and that fucking shitty game was gone. Well, not really shitty. But moving on to the Jaguars at the Bengals. I
Ah,
think you said the Bengals would win it. Did
I
you?
said they would. I said it'd be a
Yeah.
closer game, but I did not consider Andy Dalton is actually still trying to play football.
Yeah.
And he is terrible. This was a close game all the way through the fourth quarter until Andy Dalton decided to throw consecutive interceptions. One was for a 60-yard return, which set up an inevitable field goal. The other was a pick six.
Mm-hmm.
What is a field goal and 7 points equal, Hunter? How many points is that? Is that 10, if I'm not mistaken?
10.
Great. And they lost by how many points?
10.
They lost by 10 points. So used to track Andy Dalton being a fucking idiot, making some ugly-ass throws. My God. The Bengals could have won this game, but they're just not there. Honestly, I don't know if the Dolphins play the Bengals. The Dolphins could probably give the Bengals all they want, possibly beat them. I think the Bengals might be the worst team. They
Wow.
got nothing going on. Yeah,
Wow,
I
I
was
wouldn't be that
very
far.
disappointed. They don't
It'd be
have
a
it.
it'd
Come
be a
on,
shitty game.
it would
Well,
be.
anyway, the Jaguars are 3-4, Bengals 0-7, and the Jags won 27-17. The Jaguars did all right on both sides of the ball. Defense
Eh,
was in. They lost
okay.
Jalen Ramsey. I thought it was a big punch to the gut for them, and it kind of wasn't really in this game, but it could be later on. Their defense did all right. Their offense, however, did pretty good. Leonard Fournette is finally, after God knows how
Yep.
many years of just getting hurt, is finally getting into form and kicking some ass on the ground. He's a
Second in the league in
hardcore,
rushing yards. Granted, McCaffrey had a bye week, but still, that
yeah,
would put him at top three more than likely, even with Panthers bye. So he is the shit. I
hardcore
like it.
power rusher. He's getting the job done on the ground, and that's making Minshew's life a lot easier. So the offense is doing pretty good. The Bengals, on the other hand, they fire Marvin Lewis after 10 plus years of failing.
Yep.
Andy Dalton's been in the league for what, 7 years, maybe more.
I'd say it's almost 10 now.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean Marvin Lewis was a problem, but Andy Dalton is a problem. I don't know why they've kept him this long and renewed his contract. He doesn't put up stats like Matthew Stafford. He
Nope.
doesn't get wins.
No, God,
Literally,
no.
I don't know why the fuck they hold on to him. And I honestly feel bad for saying that, but he's fucking shit. The Bengals offense and defense in general, the whole team, like you said, sucks ass. But also, let's recap. They have Joe Mixon on the team, Giovanni Bernard, who was a starting running back at one point, and Andy Dalton led the team with 33 yards rushing.
Well, that's an O-line problem, not
It
necessarily.
is. It is. But fuck. I mean, it's
Yeah,
bad.
butt fuck.
Bengals
I know.
suck dick.
That's
And
the
I mean,
Bengals right there.
yeah, they've been this way for a long time. They made it to the playoffs like twice, haven't fucking won anything out of it. They need to start rebuilding like the Dolphins are doing and say fuck Andy Dalton because it's bad. I don't know
He
what
is
the
awful.
fucking ownership sees in him. It's
Fuck,
not.
dude. Put damn AJ McCarron in. I think you might
They
be
don't have
more
him anymore.
successful. Oh, they trade him too?
Yeah, he's gone. You remember he
Jesus
went to the
Christ.
Bills last year?
Dude.
I thought they were going to start AJ
I
McCarron
don't. The
years ago.
Bengals to me are that team that, like, unless I see them on, like, if I'm flipping through channels, like, oh shit, the Bengals. That's right. They fucking play for. They're still in the league. I don't even like. I forget. The whole
Yeah,
fucking team could like tragically fucking like like disappear. Like someone could get like killed. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even fucking know unless like
yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't even know. They're just the
Not to
most under
mention,
the radar fucking team.
how many Bengal fans do you know?
A fucking zero. I've
I
never seen.
know
I've
I
never
know
actually
one.
seen one.
And I was looking at a picture from their game. Fucking nobody was there. Not there was
That's how it's
more
been.
like
They
only a
had a
quarter of the field
against
stadium.
the
Only a quarter.
Cardinals. They had that close game. They lost game
Yeah,
winning field goal to the Cardinals. At least half of the bottom sections, you could tell from the field goal, were just completely fucking empty.
yeah. It's
I
bad. I mean,
mean, it's
they've
fucking
been like
terrible.
that for a while. I mean, not 0-7, but bad. They have not been third in their division, and maybe they were last year because the Raiders fucking tanked. But it's bad. It's just fucking horrible. You ready to move on after that
Yeah,
shitty?
let's get
Okay.
let's get to a couple relevant teams here.
Here we go, Nick. Here we go. The
Yep.
Vikings are 5-2, and they beat the 2-3-1 Lions 42-30. Kirk Cousins dropping 337 and four fucking touchdowns. Wow.
Yep.
Dalvin Cook, 142 rushing yards with two touchdowns. I'm liking what I'm seeing from him, man. I'm sold. Let's hear your take. Let's hear your take first.
Well, I'm still not sold yet because there should be an undefeated team every season. They should have won like 2 Super Bowls in a row, the old talent they have. But anyway, we already know how I feel about them. They had a fucking good ass offensive game. Their defense surprised the shit out of me. They gave up 30 points to the Lions. I thought that if the Vikings would win, it'd be the other way around. I was disappointed in their defense. However, you're right. The offense is on fucking point. I'm pretty sure ever since a couple of the players called out Kirk Cousins for sucking, Cousins said, "I will do better." And
You like that?
Shit, he's the best quarterback in football the last 3 weeks. I mean, well, Aaron had one amazing game, and we'll talk about that next. My God, but
you like that?
Yeah.
You like that?
I don't fucking like it, Hunter. Not yet. I said
you
82.
Like that.
They win 3 more games. I'm jumping on the train with you, and I'll ride it all the way.
Listen,
okay.
Fucker.
So the Vikings defense, I thought struggled. Their offense was phenomenal. For the Lions, I don't know what their preseason schedule rank was, but every fucking week I look and I'm like, damn, they played the Chiefs, they played the fucking Packers again. They play the Vikings again. They got to play them again. They got a tough ass schedule. They're in a tough division. I don't know how they're going to finish right now. Their record isn't that great, but they're still a solid team. They just play a lot of good ass teams. So I think they're okay.
It's the hardest division in football. So I don't blame the Lions for being 2-3-1. I really don't. It's just it's a hard fucking schedule, and it's a hard schedule and it's a hard division.
They got some tough stuff, but yeah, so the Lions should be okay. But the Vikings offense, oh my God, you're right. They're good as shit right now. They're good as shit.
I'm going to start with the Lions, okay? The Lions offense, I don't blame the Vikings defense for giving up 30 points. The Lions have a good offense. Matthew Stafford is kicking ass right now, which he always has been in the league, but he's also got a well-rounded offense and a pretty good defense to go along with it, and he can win some games this year. Matthew Stafford's never been a bad quarterback. Just hasn't had shit around him. But the Lions offense did really good. Matthew Stafford still dropping 4 touchdowns. It's a very hard division. I think they're going to finish third in it with a fucking winning record. It's going to look like the NFC South 3 years ago. With fucking third place coming with 11 wins. But yeah, I mean, Danny Amendola, their rushing attack's doing really good. Kerryon Johnson, they got like 3 fucking running backs. They're doing
what is it? Marvin Jones had 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Kicking ass. I mean, they're a good offense, and it goes all. Matt Patricia's doing a great job coaching defense and offense. He's doing a great job, and I respect what he's doing. A tough loss to a good team, but all this success goes under Matthew Stafford. He is doing phenomenal, proving a lot of doubters wrong. I mean, and this year we all get to look and see that this was not his fault. This fucking losing drought these past 10 years. It's not his fault. It's the team around him and the ownership. Nobody likes the fucking Lions that plays for him, and I'm surprised he stayed there this long. Matthew Stafford's doing great. Going on to the fucking Vikings, my team to watch since like week 1. This fucking team, like we said before, should be a Super Bowl team the past 2 years. Last year they blew it. This year they were starting to blow it. A lot of drama in the locker room between Adam Thielen and others calling out Kirk Cousins. Stephon Diggs not showing up to practice, probably getting traded. Kirk Cousins says, fuck this. He's pulling out the Redskins. You like that motto? And going fucking off. Dalvin Cook's a great running back, comeback player of the year. Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen, Kyle Rudolph, offensive line, defense, fucking phenomenal. And they just kick some ass. My bold prediction here. Kirk Cousins.
No.
Kirk Cousins is on an MVP run.
No, he's not, Hunter. Shut the fuck up. No, he's not.
I've always liked Kirk Cousins.
He's not the most valuable player on that fucking team. If it weren't for the run game, my God, they wouldn't do shit. If it weren't for Dalvin Cook in that run game, Kirk Cousins would have nothing going on.
Last game, the run game didn't do shit. It was all Kirk Cousins.
Dalvin Cook still broke 100 fucking yards rushing. They still had a run game going.
They have a good run game. You're right. They complement each other. Dalvin Cook is feeding off of Kirk Cousins while Kirk Cousins is feeding off of Dalvin Cook.
False. No, it's the other way.
False.
No, it's a one.
False.
No, it's no. If it weren't for the run, look, the few games they lost, the run game was still fucking there. Kirk Cousins, I didn't get his head out of his ass.
I'll
The
show
run
you
game
what.
is still there. It's what's giving him a fucking chance. They're finally letting him throw the ball more than 10 times a game. I'm not
You're
saying
right.
he's a bad quarterback, but he's not the MVP of that fucking team, let alone an MVP
I
candidate.
will show you how to
Dalvin
shut down a
Cook's an
team.
MVP
If you
candidate.
cannot throw the ball, if you have a great running game and you can't throw the ball, your fucking running back's going to do shit. Carolina Panthers week 2 Thursday night football. Cam couldn't throw the ball. And they just fucking stacked the box with 11 fucking people. Didn't even cover the receivers.
But that's
and
how
still
good
lost.
Dalvin Cook is. And the offensive line, obviously, they're solid every year.
Kirk Cousins is kicking ass right now. He is not the only reason they are fucking winning games, but they're not going to be doing this, dropping 42 points, if he doesn't play like he is now. He's kicking ass. I've always been a fan of Kirk Cousins. He got shafted with the Redskins. I'm glad he got paid the money in Minnesota. He's kicking ass right now. He's proven all the doubters wrong. This is a team that could top the Packers. Yep.
Well, I'm not hiding the Packers anyway. We'll talk about them next. If you're ready to move on, I'm down with the fucking
We'll go ahead,
Vikings
go to
for
the
tonight.
Packers, Vikings all the way. Moving on to the Packers, though. They your prediction, another one gone fucking wrong. 42-24, Packers beat the Raiders. They moved to 6-1. The Raiders are 3-3, and Josh Jacobs got hurt in the first quarter and made me cry. But continue.
Okay, yep. So actually, the game-changing point was when the Raiders were driving down the field. They were on goal for a touchdown. A solid play by, solid effort, I should say, by Derek Carr, reaching out for the fucking goal line for on the corner. He's done this like 3 times in his career. Why he continues to do it, I don't know. He fucking lost the ball, fumbled it into the end zone. A big ass drive would have put them over the Packers going into halftime. He fumbles it. They get the ball turned over. They don't look back. The Packers kick their ass from that point. That was a game changing moment for me. I think they get a touchdown there. They have the lead at halftime in Lambeau. That's a different story. That was a huge fail moment by Derek Carr. That really fucked this game in half.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers happily said, "Oh, gee, thanks. Here's 400 some odd yards, 5 touchdowns, only 6 incompletions. Oh, and I'll get a rushing one just because."
Yeah.
So the Packers offense was resurrected. I didn't think they were playing that well. I thought the run game was good. That fucking Aaron Jones, man, that's a good ass running back. It's a dual threat running back. I like that guy a lot. The receivers, they're putting up 42 points without fucking Devontae Adams. That's impressive. So I think the Packers offense is very impressive. I think their defense has came back to life from their, hot start. I think they shut down the fucking Bears offense. Whoop-de-doo. I could fucking do that. Yeah. So their defense come back to life, but their offense is back to what we have seen in the past. And honestly, that was one of Aaron Rodgers' best statistical games of his illustrious career. So good for him. And as far as the Raiders go, like I said, that really that point of the game, that fumble lost for a touchback, it turned the entire thing right around.
It did, because it was it was close.
They never look back. And listen, their defense is ass. It's been ass all season. So there's your 42 points right there. But
that's exactly what I was going to say. The Raiders defense should be a fucking shame to themselves.
It should be.
42 points, 6 total touchdowns by a fucking quarterback, 5 in the air, 1 on the ground, 50 yards rushing just by Aaron Jones alone.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers, 430 fucking yards. It was a pathetic showing on defense. It was a battle of offenses, and the best offense in the NFL, the Green Bay Packers, won that by a fucking landslide.
Yep.
They do have the best offense in the NFL. They have plenty of good receivers. They're out with their number 1 receiver in Devontae Adams, as you said, and Aaron Rodgers is still putting up fucking numbers and leading that damn team to victory on the offensive side. Their defense, you also said, is average now. I'll say it's a good top 15, top 10 defense, but it's not anywhere like it was back in the fucking week 1 where everybody was like, oh my God. But it's
Yeah.
still a decent, good defense. I mean, the back four especially they have some good DBs. Their front sevens, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Packers are just fucking phenomenal. Aaron Rodgers is probably third in the MVP run, uh, behind Russell Wilson and Christian McCaffrey. He's kicking some ass right now.
Yep.
So yeah, Aaron Rodgers is doing phenomenal, leading that team to victory. On the Raiders side of the ball, Derek Carr is playing okay. He did have a
He
stupid fucking
is.
interception.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that was. He made a great throw beforehand, said, "What the fuck? I'll do it again in the end zone." Nowhere fucking near. He should no. That was bad. But kind of the game was already over at that point anyway. It was
Yeah.
unlike they were coming back. So Derek Carr did all right. Darren Waller is a surprise to me though. At tight end, he's
Tight
doing
end.
very good.
Yeah.
Top 5 tight end in the league. And he was a receiver at one point in the NFL before he went to the Raiders. So that's a pretty cool story. And he was a good fan favorite in Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
But the key to the Raiders, we said it before, and we've said it at the prediction, and we said
Yeah.
it a couple weeks back. Josh Jacobs
Yeah.
gets the ball more than 20 times, you're going to have a good day. Give Josh Jacobs the fucking ball more. I want him to get 25 touches a fucking game. He needs it. He deserves it. He's a damn good running back.
You got to let people know. You got to look past the fantasy, okay?
Oh, I get it.
It's not just about the fantasy here. This is
Duh.
that. Josh Jacobs is going to be a fucking all-star. He's going to be an all-pro. Hell, if he keeps going, if he gets healthy, he can be an all-pro his rookie year. He's a fucking monster. He is.
Yes.
He really is.
I'm not saying the fantasy. I mean, yeah, I have him in fantasy. I would love that. But he's the best player on their offense right now. Undoubtedly.
He's awesome.
He is. And he's going to make that offense work. How do you get a good passing game? Have a good fucking rushing attack.
Yep.
They put up 24 points, which is good. Kind of hard to stop 42, but whatever. Give Josh Jacobs the ball more. And I'm pretty sure their offense is going to do a little bit better than they are now. So,
yeah.
that's in my opinion. And yes, it helped me in fantasy too, but we'll go past that. Moving on to a great game. I enjoyed it. 37-10. The Rams, 4-3, finally got a winning record. And the Atlanta Falcons are now down to 1-6, 37-10. Great.
Okay, well,
Mohamed Sanu, by the way, is with the Pats.
Sure is. A solid trade for both teams. Falcons got a second rounder. Second round picks nowadays are high value picks, and Patriots got a receiver. I don't think they need one. I think they need as many offensive linemen as they can get, but we'll talk about that towards the end here. But yeah, so nothing majorly new except, first of all, I don't think Jalen Ramsey made a huge difference in the Rams defensive back. I think, truthfully, Falcons O-line is garbage. They have no run game. They're very one-dimensional. It's easy to play against that team. I know their offense on paper looks really good. However, without a run game, you can put 3 down linemen in and just play back the whole time, which, smartly enough, Wade Phillips did. He's a veteran coach, and that was a very good game plan to shut them down to 10 points. Well, I was impressed with the offense. I know it's the Falcons, but I'd like to see Todd Gurley find the end zone. He did make a lot of good plays, so it was
great catch,
huge,
by the way.
Oh yeah, oh my God,
over the shoulder. That was nice.
Yep, a good, and for once, a good fucking pass by Jared Goff this season. Yeah. So there's that, and then the third thing we learned is that you don't fucking mess with Aaron Donald because he'll pick you up by your fucking shoulder pads like the little running back you are. Fucking throw your shit down, go to the sideline and fucking laugh his ass off. I want to hear the mic'd up, NFL Network's mic'd up for that fucking moment between Devontae Freeman and Aaron Donald. It's probably going to crack me up. It's I don't know what in that dude's mind thought, fuck you, Aaron Donald, and what, what are you doing?
Why would you do that?
Have you looked at the fucking guy? Other O linemen don't even say that, and they can actually match up. You go to the fucking best offensive line. You go to Travis Frederick. I'm sure he's like, hey, man, have a good day. All right, take care now. He's extra nice because Aaron Donald's a fucking beast. I really wanted to see him throw him 10 yards across the field. Yeah. It would have been the greatest thing ever. So didn't happen, but that was awesome.
When this season started, and I'm gonna say this multiple times, and I'm pretty sure I already have. I thought the Falcons were gonna have one of the top offenses in the league. I mean, like we said
On
on paper,
paper, yeah.
their offensive line is just fucking hideous. Matt Ryan is a sorry fucking quarterback. I feel bad for Julio Jones. I feel bad for Mohamed Sanu. Calvin Ridley doesn't have a fucking soul thrown to him, and this is his second year. Devontae Freeman can't get the fucking running game going because there's no offensive line, and honestly, there's not that many rushes in general with him designed in him, and he's the number one fucking running back.
Right.
Their offense is just fucking ass all over the board. And honestly, I'm going to say it's also having to do with staff. Staff, Dan Quinn is, I don't know what his game plan is. I'm pretty sure he's trying, but it's just fucking not working. He's going to get fired.
We're pretty sure he's trying to do his job right. We don't know.
Well, it doesn't look like it, but I think he's trying. He's going to get fired at the end of the year if they keep this shit up. I'm pretty sure he already is technically.
He is currently being evaluated, Hunter. He will be fired before the end of the season. Yeah. You can bet your ass that.
So the Falcons are just ass all around. I was not expecting it. I don't think anybody was expecting them to be this bad, but
no, not this fucking bad. Jesus.
The Rams, however, did a very good job. We said Jared Goff was looking nice, spreading the ball around. Robert Woods did a good job. All the receivers in general. Todd Gurley did a great job in the receiving game, which is a key factor in him. He's normally just fucking running the damn ball. Getting him involved in the receiving game was nice to see. I enjoyed watching that. And they just did good in general. And like you said, Wade Phillips coming up with the game plan to fuck that Falcons offense up.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And Jalen Ramsey did a good job matching up on Julio Jones and holding him to fucking 93 yards. So that was good. And he was also playing zone here and there. So not all 93 yards came from Jalen Ramsey. But yeah, good matchup. I liked watching that. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. That was a fucking shit show.
It was. I liked it.
In Atlanta.
I like the shit shows. They're funny as hell.
I mean, well, yeah, I especially.
We got a couple more of them to talk about. I can't wait.
The matchup of the fucking week, though, two even fucking teams, and the score and the game fucking shows it. 23-30, Colts win against the Texans. Texans fall to 4-3. Colts rise up to 4-2. What did you see?
Well, I saw this is one of my few predictions I got right here. Although I almost flipped the coin and said Texans because they're so evenly matched. Truthfully, you take away, God, every time I flipped the channel, the Texans were trying to fourth down conversion. My God, they had like 4 of them in the game, only got 1 of them. Put themselves in a hole there. Honestly, I go with coaching is what did it here. I think Frank Reich had a great game plan against Deshaun Watson. What he essentially did was he kept them from running. He's actually a very good pocket passer. But when you get pressure up the middle and you force him to run outside, that's what causes problems with all these quarterbacks. Anyone could roll. I mean, the very few, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, those are the guys that if they get out of the pocket, you're honestly fucked. You'd rather them stay in. They contained him. He wasn't able to make the additional plays, and I thought that was an awesome job by him. Granted, it did not help the Texans at all that Will Fuller was out early in the game and did not return because he is a damn good receiver. I mean, I don't know what the numbers are between him and Hopkins. I want to say he's acting like a number 1 receiver statistically for them this year. So, and then we'll jump to the Colts offense as well. I picked up Jacoby Brissett in fantasy. All right, I really just got tired of Baker Mayfield getting me negative points. That's a different story. But God, what a fucking game he had. He was not a game manager this week. He made some fucking beautiful ass plays. The run game, I talked shit about Marlon Mack not even like 4 weeks ago. I mean, he didn't do anything spectacular, but he has been solid. So I think the Colts team in general compared to the Texans is still about the same. Outcoached, and then Will Fuller being out, that was the difference for me. That's why the Colts ended up winning. But God, it was a great game, just like we called it.
So. Yes, it was. The Colts, I'll go ahead and go to them. As you said, Brissett did a good job. He did a fucking phenomenal job. Throwing 4 touchdowns and over 300 yards, and he still got pressured like nearly every fucking play. Got
Yeah.
sacked 5 times, I do believe. And he still had a damn good game, which is very hard for a young quarterback as he is to do, and a not proven starter. So he did a very good job, and they honestly torched the fucking secondary of the Texans.
Yep.
Like I said, while getting pressured constantly and consistently from the Texans D line. So they did a very good job on offense. The running game wasn't really there, but it was there when it mattered, 44 yards. And Marlon Mack, as you said, is a
Yep.
good running back. I think he is a solid running back, probably mid-tier. They got a future in Marlon Mack after getting rid of Frank Gore for
Yep.
so many fucking years. The Texans, on the other hand, the reason the Texans did not win this game, and I said it was the key factor in our prediction, they needed to run the fucking ball.
Yep.
They tried. I think they gave up on it a little too soon. Carlos Hyde only had 7 attempts, and I'm pretty sure they were all in the fucking first half. 2 yards a carry. They should have kept going. I mean, I get it. If it doesn't work, it's just shitty at that point, but you got to keep trying it. I think the reason they lost is because their running game was shit. However, Deshaun Watson did a very good job. Threw a couple interceptions, I do believe. But I mean, the Colts have a pretty good defense. So it was a shootout. As you said, they got outcoached, and the coaching's won this game. I completely agree with you, but I also think it was just they played better in general. The better team won. It was a very hard-fought game, and Texans did all they could, going for fucking fourth down conversion after fourth down conversion, or
Yep.
fourth down. They did all they could. So it was a very good game, outcoached, outplayed, and the better team won in the Colts. So you did get that one right over me.
Yeah, about
Respect
fucking
that.
time I got one right. Jesus. I
Yeah,
had a rough
this
week
was
this
not a
week.
good week for you.
I
Moving
was
on,
close though.
though.
I think I was close to being right on a lot of them.
Oh, you were close. Yeah, 42-24 is really close. Moving on to
That is one
the
play away from changing the entire game. How many How many ones have you called right this season? Oh, okay. Cool.
actually I got 11 right 2 weeks ago out of I
Oh,
think 13. So
wow.
anyway, shut the fuck up. All right. Going on to the 49ers that are 6-0 against the Washington Redskins at 1-6, one of the rainiest games in the past 10 years. And
Yep.
the 49ers won a fucking blowout, 9-0. Yes, I said 9-0-9-0. What the fuck did you see in this game? Well, there wasn't really much to see on your screen because it was
Well,
fucking
I
raining.
saw there really wasn't any attempt to pass the football on either fucking side. The very few attempts they had were, I think, both quarterbacks threw. Well, Jimmy threw one pick. I think Keenum ended up throwing an
Shocker.
interception. Shocker. And it was just a run game. And listen, if it was the 49ers versus the fucking Cowboys, I think it would have been a closer game because you got an offense. It really was a battle of our offensive line versus your defensive line. Who's going to win? And clearly, by a fucking landslide, okay, the 49ers defense beat the shit out of there. I mean, there were 3 plays, Hunter, where Case Keenum was actually sacked trying to hand off the football on a run play. 3 fucking different times.
Yes.
That is, first of all, it's terrible for the Redskins offensive line. It's absolutely atrocious. And then at the same time, it's phenomenal for the 49ers defense. They pitch a shutout. We had another shutout. We'll talk about that later. I think that's the 49ers second shutout, if I'm not mistaken, of the season.
Yeah,
So they're still reigning true to being one of the best defenses in football. Therefore, arguably the best team in the NFC. Flip a coin there. But I mean, it went about how I figured it would go. I did not know there would be a fucking hurricane on the field, so I had no idea about that. I would have predicted some, 20 something odd to 3 maybe, but 9-0 sounds about right. Considering the conditions. So
I'm about to go off. Okay. Let's start with the Redskins.
Okay.
The Redskins, the only thing that was good on that side of the ball, I get it. The rain kind of fucked Case Keenum up, and it also fuck Jimmy Garoppolo up. I get that. So
Yeah.
the only thing that came good with the Redskins, Adrian Peterson has still
Yeah.
got it. He's still a fucking badass. He hasn't
Well,
aged, well, he's aged a
he's,
little bit, but not that fucking much. My screen just cut off.
he,
He's a fucking badass. He's good as
that's
shit.
not true at
Still,
all.
what? He's not a badass?
No, he's
Adrian
not
Peterson's still
terrible.
good
I
as
mean,
fuck.
he could probably start for about a quarter of the teams in the league.
Well, I mean, yeah, you want a fucking younger running back. I get that,
Not
but
about the
he's
age,
still
about how
good.
good he
He
is.
is
That's
still a
about
good
it.
running back. Can
No,
truck some fucking people, can make some moves. He's
yeah,
still a good running back in my eyes.
no.
That's the only thing going for the Redskins at this point
You
right
gotta play
now.
with these bad boys. That's the case because he is
The
not good.
49ers defense is fucking phenomenal. Second best in the league. The Patriots, obviously, number one for now. I think the 49ers defense is fucking scary. It's good as shit. It's good all around. Turnover, sacks. The fucking run defense is phenomenal. Oh my
Yeah,
God. Like you said, the damn quarterback was getting sacked on a fucking draw play or on a
three
damn
times.
inside zone run, some bullshit like that. So the 49ers defense is good as fuck. Here it is. The 49ers offense is fucking atrocious. It sucks. It's bad. The run game is eh. The passing game is fucking shitty.
What? The run game is of the best in football.
It's okay. They've got two running backs, Tevin Coleman and Matt Breida. Matt Breida is out right now. And they also got Mustard, who fumbled 3 fucking times on his opening debut. But before that, it was all right. But the run game is eh. The passing game is fucking shitty. Honestly, I like Jimmy Garoppolo as a guy. I have nothing against him. And I've said this before, and I will say it again, and I said it as soon as he got handed a fucking $100 million contract to go with San Francisco after 7 fucking games. He is not a starting quarterback. He is not a good quarterback. He's not the fucking Tom Brady of the damn NFC. He's not a Tom Brady of the 49ers. He's not a franchise quarterback. He is a backup quarterback. His stats prove it all, and his play proves it all. 7 touchdowns, 6 picks this fucking year. Last year, when he went, no, the year that he got signed the big fucking contract, went 7-0, or 7-0 as a starter. 7 touchdowns, 6 fucking picks, I'm pretty sure. He's not a good quarterback. He's not. He'll get the job done.
Who's his number one receiver, Hunter? Who's his number one receiver?
I don't know. He's got Deebo Samuel. Marquise
Oh,
Goodwin
wow.
still
He's
there.
got Deebo Samuel. Oh, damn. He ought to be throwing 5 touchdowns a game then, huh?
I get that. I get it.
Christ. It's about what he's working with. Not to mention, you say they have an offense. As of a week ago, they had the most combined rushing yards between their 2 oftenly used running backs. 3, I should say, if you count the fucking Mustard guy and Coleman, in the entire league. They're a run-first offense, clearly. They don't have great pass blocking. Joe Staley isn't there anymore. They don't have great pass blockers. Hell, George Kittle doesn't even run routes anymore. He just fucking blocks half the time. That is Kyle Shanahan. If you're mad about it,
they
that's
can't
Kyle
throw the
Shanahan.
fucking ball, Nick. George Kittle is
Who's
one
he
of
throw
the
the ball
best fucking
to?
tight
Who's
ends
he
in
throw the ball
football.
to? He's got less to throw to than Tom Brady's got to throw to.
Tom Brady's
He's
got a
got
lot of
one
shit
guy
to throw
fucking
to.
people.
Tom Brady can make shit turn to gold midair. Tom Brady's a good fucking quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo is not a good fucking quarterback. He's not.
His record speaks for
can,
itself.
You can tell me he doesn't have a lot to fucking throw to. I get that, whatever. But he is just not a good quarterback. His stats prove it each fucking every damn game, every damn season.
He does the little things that
games
winning
because his
quarterbacks
defense
do.
wins games.
He
His
gets the third downs. He can
You're
run
right,
a little
you're
bit. He had
right.
a couple good clutch runs the other day to keep drives going.
You're
He
right.
does
Okay.
things winning quarterbacks do. He doesn't just throw fucking Hail Mary bombs like Mr. Patrick Mahomes just to get his stats padded.
Right. You are 100% correct.
He
when
wins
the 49ers,
football games. That's what
the
starters
49ers get
do.
fucking turnovers and get the damn ball at the opponent's 30-yard line. Obviously, he's going to get some fucking points out of it because he's already fucking there. He doesn't need to move the ball. He's already there. What's the fucking point? Just go ahead and throw 3 incompletions, kick a fucking field goal, and your damn defense is going to hold him to 0 fucking points a game. So it's damn you win 3-0.
Look, if you want numbers, you go to Patrick Mahomes. You want to win consistently, have an approving winning quarterback. You go to someone like him.
You put Jimmy Garoppolo on a team that doesn't have a defense, they fucking fail. They do not score.
You put any quarterback on a team with
point.
no fucking receivers, they're going to suck at throwing the ball too. He's got no one to throw to. That's why they hand it off. 3 out of the fucking handoff. Oh, it's third down. Flip a coin. We may pass it. That's how their offense works. They run, pass, run, pass, run. And when they go to pass it to, they fucking tight end is their best fucking player.
Jaguars.
He's the best fucking player. It's like the Patriots 3 years ago having just Gronk and no one else. No Edelman, no fucking body else. Just Gronk. It doesn't fucking work. Put any quarterback in his situation, they will not have that good stats. Period.
Before the season started, we said the Jaguars have no fucking receiving core whatsoever. None.
You said that, and you said that a few weeks ago.
You said that as well.
3 decent receivers on their team.
Oh, now you do.
I didn't know about the fucking chart guy, whoever the hell that is. I know about D.D. Westbrook.
We did not. We were like, who the fuck? No, they don't have anybody. We said that at the beginning of the year, and I can quote that. You said that as well.
Said that, my friend.
Look what Minshew's doing. He's doing a damn good job. The Cardinals have one fucking good, or Christian Kirk's pretty good too. He was a good pick last year. Larry Fitzgerald, Christian Kirk. That's really basically it. Look what fucking damn Kyler Murray's doing with them. Dropping fucking dimes, getting 400 yards a damn game, 350 a game, whatever. Daniel Jones.
And I got to stop for going in front. What's their record for crying out loud? How many turnovers do they have?
They don't have hardly any turnovers. They can't score.
Like, you want to talk about Gardner Minshew? I like the guy. He's funny. He cracks me the fuck up the way he just looks and the way he acts. But my God, he's got a phenomenal fucking defense too. What's his fucking excuse? They were almost going to lose to the fucking Bengals last week.
I'm not putting Jimmy Garoppolo down for winning. He doesn't have to do much for winning. I'm putting him down because he is not a good quarterback individually. His team is good. His defense, his offense is good, but his defense is fucking phenomenal.
When he first came to the 49ers, we all know what happened. It was middle of the season. I forget. They tried having some random ass guy in there at quarterback. I forget who it was.
They beat the Jaguars.
Sucked.
That's it.
They won 6 straight games when he came in. Yeah. 6 straight. They were 0-what, 5 or 6? They fucking won like 5 or 6 straight. As soon as he came in the game.
But he did not do very good as a quarterback. There was games in that span. He threw for 2 fucking interceptions and 1 touchdown. And his defense fucking scored.
He probably threw 400 yards. He probably had a game-winning touchdown. He's clutch. He plays great yet this season. That's what great quarterbacks do.
He has not thrown for 300 yards this season.
When it matters, he is there.
He doesn't do anything.
That's why he's a winning quarterback.
6 picks.
That's why they win football games. That's why they're 6-0. That's why they're undefeated. Their defense is a huge part of that, clearly, because they're the second best defense in football.
They are not going to be successful.
Third behind the Panthers, maybe. I'm not denying the defense is phenomenal, Hunter.
They're not.
God damn.
They're going to need to score points.
I'd rather have Jimmy Garoppolo than Cam Newton. I said that like 3 years ago to you, and you didn't believe me.
Now, not your brain.
I'd rather have Jimmy Garoppolo than Cam Newton. Cam Newton can get all the stats. He can get 200 rushing yards and 300 passing yards and 6 total touchdowns, and they'll lose a football game. Jimmy Garoppolo puts up numbers, but he fucking wins, and he plays good and big when it matters.
Before we move on, Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers will not be a successful team. They will get to the playoffs because they basically have a fucking walk-on division. Well, the Seahawks are doing really good. They'll probably get to the playoffs, but they won't make it any farther than that because they need a fucking offense, and they do not have one. They have a defense.
Well, when you got winning quarterbacks and clutch quarterbacks and win games, that's when the postseason comes into play, and their defense probably give up 30 points a game, and they'll still win a few games. I bet they're in the NFC Championship game.
Get off of it. Moving on to the Cardinals and the fucking Giants, the rookie quarterback debate. The fucking Cardinals pull it out 27-21. They're 3-3-1, and the Giants are 2-5. What'd you see from Kyler fucking Murray on this game? Who didn't do shit?
I didn't see a whole lot from either quarterback, really. I was really about the run game and coaching. And old Cliff is starting to come around a little bit. He's all about the air raid. He wants to pass it 1,000 times a game. finally had some nifty run plays, by the way. A cool draw, like a fake reverse play a couple times for a touchdown to Chase Edmonds. I don't even know the fuck that is, but he had 3 touchdowns in the
Yeah.
game. So their run game was great. However, they did put the Giants, whose defense as a whole is of the bottom in the league. I think it was 29th going into it. Probably dropped to at least 30th or, about the same anyway. So Cardinals offense doing okay didn't surprise me at all. What surprised me is that they had Saquon Barkley and is he not fully healthy? Why are they not
He is
giving him
currently.
28 carries or something? I mean, he should get the ball every fucking play. It's driving me nuts. They're trying to get on. You're trying to get on this Daniel Jones train. He's a rookie.
I get it.
Let him be the secondary player behind Saquon Barkley. Give Saquon the fucking football, for crying out loud. Pat Shurmur, you fucking clown. Jesus. That's all I got to say with the Giants and the Cardinals.
You said it all. Chase Edmonds, the second string fucking receiver or running back, came in and did work. Kyler Murray didn't fucking touch the ball. None of the receivers touched the fucking ball.
No.
I thought it was going to be a shootout of offense, just
Not really,
fucking
yeah.
passing and rushing. Literally, it was non-existent. Rushing was there,
Yep.
but the passing was not. I mean, it was pretty shitty, honestly. It wasn't what we expected, at least, or what I expected. And that's basically it. But the Cardinals pulled away a good win, and you said it. The better team won, and they moved to 3-3-1, looking like a pretty decent division in the NFC West. Moving on to the fucking shit, man. The Titans beat the Chargers 23-20. Titans are 3-4, and the Chargers are 2-5. You want to move on?
Dude, NFL officiating, man. I don't know what it is, but the Chargers got a touchdown twice. Twice. And like a fucking 10-second span, back-to-back plays. What would have been at least, if assuming a PAT was made, it would have been 27-23 lead with under a minute to go. Twice. They called it off. I don't know how they called these off. They were so fucking close. To the best of my knowledge, if a play like that, where it's like, oh, it could have not, maybe, it's whatever is on the field stands. And the ref said, nope, fuck that. I think the blade of grass moved right there. We're going to overturn this touchdown. Same thing on goal line. A nightmarish goal line. They called a fucking touchdown. You couldn't even see any fucking player or a football. And they overturned a fucking touchdown somehow. And then naturally, third time's the charm, the next play, the great Melvin Gordon fumbled the shit out of it, and they lost the game. I've never seen an ending to a football game like that. I've never seen
Depressing.
2 of them over fucking turn like that. Ridiculous. However, that's my thing on the whole game itself. If we're going team-wise, looking at the Chargers, I still don't know what the problem is. I still don't fucking, their offense on paper should be phenomenal. They got Mike Williams. They got Keenan Allen. Phillip Rivers still has a good arm. They got Eckler and Melvin Gordon in the back. They still have one of the better interior lines in football. I don't know what their fucking problem is, Hunter, but they piss me off more than the Vikings. They really do. There's no reason for it. Their defense, same thing. They should be fucking phenomenal. Just counting down all the fucking previous all-pro players they have on their fucking defense, and they're not that good. Jumping to the Titans. Defense was shitty. They gave up a couple big plays to Keenan Allen, got him in the end zone, let him come back in the fourth quarter, so they got to play 4 quarters. Other than that, they're fine. The big story is Ryan Tannehill is back, bitches.
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it.
No. He threw for over 300 yards. Not bad. He did have 1 interception, I believe, but he did pretty fucking good. However, I think Mariota would have done just as good. I think they can just keep Mariota in. Those 2 are basically the same fucking player, to be honest with you. Marcus Mariota and Ryan Tannehill are fucking twins.
Shitty,
so,
yeah.
There you go. That's my take on the whole game.
Honestly, I don't even want to fucking say anything about it. Yeah, the Chargers are the Vikings of last year. Great offense, great defense on paper, and I don't know. It's got to be coaching, or they just fucking.
It's got to be right. It's got to be fucking.
Or
something.
it just doesn't fit. Like their scheme or their players just doesn't fucking fit right. It should, but it just doesn't. I don't know what the fuck their problem is. Melvin Gordon, ass. Shocker there. But the Chargers are fucking a shitty damn team right now, and I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them. Titans, on the other hand, once again, a shitty team. You keep saying it over and over again. It's a fucking roller coaster. This time, they hit about midway, did all right. Yep. Ryan Tannehill was okay, not the fucking savior of the damn Titans, nowhere near. They still have a shitty fucking team. Yeah. Derrick Henry is the only good thing that is coming out of that offense right now. He's a damn good running back.
Yep.
He will put you on your ass. An Alabama fucking running back coming in and doing really good. And yeah, that's all I really got to say.
He's got to fix that fucking weird thing with it. I don't know what that is. His hair, just do dreads, you know? Just do dreads. It's like a fucking weird ass like ponytail. It never moves. It's like a fucking, it doesn't move ever. It doesn't like wave.
It's like a thing.
Yeah, it is. It's just fucking like a damn, I don't know. It's fucking weird. I hate it. Someone needs to fucking like cut it off. Anyway.
It's whatever.
Moving
on to the Saints are 6-1 against the Bears that are now 3-3, and the Saints won 36-25 and put some fucking points on that damn defense. Dear God in heaven. Jeez. Wow.
Well, I got to say.
Can I start?
Oh, yeah. Go for it. Let's hear it. Yeah.
The Saints are looking really fucking good.
I know it's killing you inside. I know it's hurting you.
Yes, the Saints are the second best team in football, sadly. With the Teddy Bridgewater used to be a starter. He basically is a fucking starter. Without Drew Brees, the offense is putting up hella fucking points. They can run the ball, they can pass the ball, they can do whatever the fuck they want to any fucking team. They're looking like the fucking damn Chiefs last year on offense. They're fucking phenomenal, but they don't have any of the stars that the Chiefs have last year or still have. Their defense is also looking really good. I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's as good as last year, but it's getting the job done. And it definitely shut down the fucking Bears pretty damn well. Trubisky had a decent game. He cannot get the fucking ball out of his hand for some fucking reason. He runs around in circles getting chased by 7 people and then falls down. Throw the fucking ball away. That's all you got to do. The run game, there wasn't any, so I'm going to go ahead and skip that. And Allen Robinson's a fucking beast. And the Bears defense, I don't know what the fuck happened, but honestly, when you're playing the Saints, you got to score over fucking 20 or over 30 points. Sorry. You got to. It's going to be very, very difficult to stop. But honestly, the Bears defense has not looked very well to their caliber, I'll say. They haven't.
So I'm going to go and take over from there. You said it all about the Saints. I agree. I think a lot of that goes to Sean Payton. Everyone thinks, Andy Reid's this great play caller and this and that. Sean Payton is probably the best play caller in football right now. This is the same coach that against Peyton fucking Manning in his prime for the Colts and the Super Bowl did an onside kick to start the second half in which they recovered. That guy has fucking balls. He knows what he's doing offensively. So he should get credit for the Saints offense being good without Drew Brees. Their defense, you said, is doing enough to, win football games.
Right.
The Bears fucking offense, you said that as well. Mitchell Trubisky thinks he's fucking Russell Wilson or Michael Vick or some shit trying to run around. Dude, he's not that fucking fast. I know he can run sometimes in open field. He needs to throw that fucking ball away. Yeah. He needs to take a fucking knee, whatever he has to do. But my fucking guy, he is a dumbass. He
Don't
really
be like Josh Allen.
And he is. Honestly, I was just going to say, he's got the same mentality. If you're going to fucking
run around and do that shit like Russell Wilson, he throws the fucking ball. Throw the fucking ball. You don't even throw it. You just fucking run around in a circle. And
run around, you don't make a fucking play. You're just wasting everyone's time. So that's their problem there. Defensively, I look at one fucking person, and that is, listen, the guy's he's a cancer survivor. He's a super nice guy from what they say. Coached the Colts, and they were a solid team pretty much the entire time he was there. Chuck Pagano is a shit-ass defensive coordinator, and that's why the Bears are 3-3, and that's why the Bears have been terrible in consecutive games, to me. Because all the talent on that team, they got more known names, and more, player talent than the fucking Patriots defense, than the 49ers defense. Yet, look at them. They're giving up fucking 36 points in fucking the Windy City. It's not the players. It's either the scheme or the play calling by Chuck Pagano, because Matt Nagy doesn't touch it. He doesn't touch the play call. I'm sure he gives insights. Hey, let's run this, and he calls the plays. Matt Nagy's the offensive guy. Chuck Pagano's got to get his head out of his ass, or they got to let somebody else call plays. That's their problem defensively.
You said it all. I'm gonna go
You
leave it
damn
there.
right. You damn right it did. Said all of it.
Moving on to the 5-2 Seattle Seahawks, Baltimore Ravens, and the Ravens go to fucking CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, and beat the fucking the Dolphins, the Seahawks, 30-16. Oh my god, man!
Yeah.
Why? After what we've said about the Ravens, and they do that shit.
I know.
And I'm gonna keep saying. I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. The fucking Ravens are not that good.
They're not
I'm
that
sorry.
good. Look,
they're not.
That was a coaching problem right there. Okay.
Yes, John Harbaugh is a fucking beast of a coach, and that's all it was.
And I'll say this, right? So obviously Marcus Peters made his mark in his first fucking game. I think he was made. I don't even know. Did he even practice once with him? Probably even not. I don't like. He probably had one practice with that fucking defense. It's the pick six. Russell Wilson throws his first interception on the season. So, they got that going for him. Harbaugh's a smart coach. I'm still sticking by it. Lamar Jackson, and check his passing numbers. He was below 50%. My God, he cannot throw the football very well at all. But that dude can run his ass off. I'm pretty sure he's on pace to break Michael Vick's like 05 or 04 quarterback rushing record in a season. So, he's a fucking good ass runner. It might win them some more games. I'm sure they'll break 500 the way it's going, and they'll stay that way. However, when it comes to those big games against the really good defenses that they see if they make the playoffs, more than likely they will, he's got to throw the football, and he's got to throw it accurately. So they can have him run around, do all this for these glamour stats on his rushing to win these games. But to me, someone's got to go to that dude and say, look, man, you've got to find a way to make plays in the air because it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. That's all I wish they would do to that guy. Then I'll be okay. The Seahawks, on the other hand, really disappointed me. DK Metcalf had honestly one of the dumbest fumbles I've ever seen in my life. He got the ball, he jogged, took like 2 half-ass steps, and just fucking dropped the fucking football on a screen pass. They picked it up and they ran it for a touchdown to end the fucking game. So you take away the turnovers from the Seahawks that resulted in touchdowns, and we got a good-ass game on our hands. So.
Seattle played like fucking dog shit. Russell Wilson did the best he could. This game hurt his MVP status. I think he dropped his second in my MVP case, and I think he dropped his second in a lot of other people's MVP cases. The offense just wasn't there. The defense definitely fucking wasn't there, non-existent. But the defense wasn't really that good to begin with, in my opinion. Probably mid-pack to 20s.
I agree.
And it shows. But anyway, I'm going to go away from the Seahawks. They had a shitty game all around, and they should be ashamed of themselves. The Ravens are not very good, in my opinion.
They're not that good, no.
And also, I think morale is a big can win you games. And Earl Thomas fucking can't stand Pete Carroll, so I think that's what made the Ravens play a little better because I'm pretty sure he had a little speech in the locker room. But anyway, the Ravens defense is okay, and the offense is But just listen, everybody's on the hype train of Lamar Jackson. Can't fucking throw the ball. He can't
get off of it, man.
He runs the ball, and I get it. I know probably a lot of people are looking at me like, well, you like Cam, and you're not going to support Lamar Jackson. Dude, I don't like Cam running the ball that much. I didn't like him running a lot back then. I hate design QB runs. I fucking can't stand them. QBs do not need to run the fucking ball. I don't care if you're as big as Cam Newton. You don't need to. Lamar Jackson is going to figure that out when he gets popped one fucking time. He hasn't gotten touched, hardly. And when he does, it's a little fucking tap. When he gets hit, ask his fucking backup, RG3. He's going to feel it, and he's going to be out. Lamar Jackson needs to stop running the fucking ball and needs to work on his passing and stop being so fucking cocky on these press conferences and being flashy. Stop it. Just fucking stop. pass the damn ball, work on your passing, and help the fucking team through the air. That's all I got to say about that. It's pissing me off because Lamar Jackson, he has some fucking talent. Just don't fucking go to waste. And he's letting it go to waste right now. All right. Moving on to the Eagles and Cowboys. The Eagles get their fucking assholes wrecked. 37-10. Cowboys go to 4-3. Eagles 3-4, and probably are one of the worst teams in football right now because they're fucking shitty. Not that much, but they're bad.
It's not too far-fetched. The Cowboys, they finally played to their potential. First of all, they played a gritty game, which I haven't seen the Cowboys play with, like, grit and grind in really a while. When I look at the Cowboys, their shit's normally all clean. Their jerseys are all clean. They got a couple guys make some finesse plays. They're not the team that's going to go, all right, me and you, who's going to win this, And I know you hate Ezekiel Elliott, but the O-line did great, and he ran his ass off that game. He had some tough, my God, his first touchdown run, he just took out a safety. That was after the first fucking fumble in the first quarter, which they scored on. And I said, as soon as that happened, they scored 2 plays later. He trucked this safety that got in the end zone. I was like, well, this game's fucking over. You could just feel it. Cowboys offense did not slow down. The run game is back, and that's what they needed. They needed a consistent run game to open up the pass game. They also got Amari Cooper back, and oh my God, he worked the shit out of those cornerbacks. I say those cornerbacks because I have no idea who any of them are. I don't think Doug Peterson knows who they are. I think he just goes, "Who's that guy?"
I don't think Doug Peterson's even fucking coaching. I think he's probably
just there, right? He's just there. He's pretending. He's calling plays. He's really on the phone. He's having a conversation with somebody. We'll jump to the Eagles then with that. They're just not fucking good. Their defense isn't that great anyway. Their cornerbacks and safeties, I mean, they got Malcolm Jenkins. That's it. Up front, they have Fletcher Cox. That's really it. So their defense, I don't expect to be great. Their offense, I expect to be fucking phenomenal. Their offensive line, I think, is damn good. I think they have several all-pro linemen on their offensive line. They have a good quarterback. They have one of the best tight ends in football. They have Alshon Jeffrey and Nelson Aguilar. Hell, eventually they're going to have Deshaun Jackson back as well. What's their fucking problem on offense? I can't fucking... I guess it's Doug Peterson's fault. I'm pretty sure he's one of those head coaches that calls their offensive plays. I don't know what it is. But to me, the reason they're 3-4 is, to me, their offense should be getting 40 points a game. Instead, they're getting turnovers and getting held to 10 points. So,
honestly, I'll tell you what the fucking problem is. I don't think they give a fuck. I mean, they try to win, but, Nelson Aguilar, there's a lot of bullshit going on behind the scenes. Okay. Alshon Jeffrey came out and was calling Carson Wentz out. Nelson Aguilar just doesn't like his fucking life or some bullshit like that. And there's just a bunch of bullshit.
I don't recall that interview. I don't.
No, well, Nelson Aguilar, he what did he fucking say? He said something coming out. I don't know. He just hasn't performed very well, and I don't think he let that pass go.
Is he gonna kill himself? Because that would be kind of crazy.
Carson Wentz just fucking threw a dime, and Nelson Aguilar was going for it and just fucking let it drop. What the fuck? I don't think the Eagles I don't think they give a fuck. And I don't know what. There's a bunch of bullshit going on behind the scenes. I guarantee it, and I don't know why. And I honestly think that has to do with staffing. They're undisciplined. We were saying that with the Browns. With the Browns, I don't hear a bunch of they're fucking sucking right now, and I don't hear a bunch of bullshit going on in the background. The Eagles, on the other hand, it's the fucking damn Kardashian show. It's a bunch of drama in the background. I hear it on ESPN every other fucking day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, keeping up with the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't understand it. So they got to figure their shit out. And honestly, everything falls under the coaching and the staff. The discipline, there's none. Yeah. So, that's a staff issue, but it's also a player issue. Carson Wentz not performing very well. The offense in general sucking. The defense fucking sucking. They have a great team on paper, and the Cowboys made them look like they're fucking bitch, which they are. But the Eagles suck. Moving on to the Cowboys. Dak Prescott looking good. Amari Cooper coming back. very fucking good. Ezekiel Elliott looking really damn good. Those are the runs that get you paid. That one that we were talking about. Not the fucking wide open damn holes that you just run 60 yards down the
The
field
ones
and
where
don't
he
get touched.
lowers his head because he's a big ass fucking running back and he says
Yeah.
"fuck you" and gets in the end zone. You're
I
right.
never said
That's what.
Ezekiel Elliott's a bad running back. Never said it. He's a good running back. He just don't need to get paid that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good run. He had multiple good runs, breaking yards, breaking tackles, yards after contact.
Yeah.
And they just made the Eagles their bitch, and they are. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. I mean, it was a fucking bad damn game for the Eagles, which it's been a
Tune in
bad.
next Sunday for the new episode of Keeping Up with the Eagles.
Yep.
Will Nelson Aguilar commit suicide? That is the question, apparently.
Suicide's not a joke. All right, so we got the Monday night attempted football game. So it was just
the almost football game.
There was a TV show on Monday night between the Patriots, who are 7-0, and the Jets, who are 1-5. The Patriots ended up scoring 33 points against somebody that was 0 points. It wasn't a football team. It was just players.
So some people call it a tragedy. Some people call it a comedy. I call it a comedy, and I'm also thrilled. And truly, I don't know if you felt this as well, Hunter, but after the Patriots opened up the fucking game, taking up just over nine fucking minutes.
Yes.
To score a touchdown. And was it the first pass play? I think it was the first pass play of the game was intercepted. I said, well, I can honestly go to bed. I did not, but I said out loud, I said, well, I should be good now.
Yeah.
And I was. And our defense kicked their ass. Me and you talked. We both said it would be a closer game. I was nervous before it started because they didn't beat the shit out of the Cowboys, but they did just beat a solid team in the Cowboys.
Sam Darnold
was back. He made a difference. And apparently he's now seeing ghosts. If you hadn't heard about that, he was mic'd up on the sideline after his third of, I think he threw 4 total interceptions. And he said, I am seeing ghosts. And he sure as shit was, because look, the defense played great. Okay. I'm not taking away from the defense because, they got 5 turnovers and 4 picks, but some of those throws I said, what the fuck? I was laughing my ass off all fucking game. I couldn't believe it. I said, what the fuck is this guy doing? He's throwing off his back foot. There's no real pressure. I mean, the guy's like 4 yards in front. He goes, oh shit. He fucking throws off his back foot into fucking no man's land. There's one cornerback sitting there waiting on him like he's fucking, getting a kick return right to him. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I couldn't believe it. It was really funny to me. I don't expect that from Sam Darnold every week, though, people. Still have faith in this guy. He's a good fucking quarterback. I'm sure Bill Belichick fucked him up on some schemes or formations. Shit happens. Don't give up hope on Sam Darnold. However, if you want to laugh your ass off at whatever he did Monday night, I think it's acceptable because I don't know what the fuck he did.
So the Patriots, I don't really have much to say about the Patriots. I say it every week. Their defense is really fucking good. Best in the NFL at the moment. The offense is struggling a little bit throughout the season, but they did do a very good job this game, obviously, against the fucking Jets, scoring 33 points. Helped out by the defense, but they looked really good. That first drive, fucking 9 minutes. So I was sitting here, I was watching the game, and then I started watching something else on YouTube, and then I looked back 5 minutes later, and it was the same fucking drive, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I just happened to look at it and watch the whole drive until it said 8 minutes and 47 seconds at the end after the touchdown. The Patriots had complete fucking control over this game, kicked the shit out of the Jets. And the thing that I want to point out with the Patriots, I fucking love Bill Belichick. He's my favorite coach of all time. I love him to death. That fucking delay a game on the punt at the fourth quarter after they were up 33. And then he made a guy false start just to fuck with
back it up 5 yards,
and they were laughing. Of it. He was laughing on the sideline. That was fucking hilarious. I loved
it. I love that.
He deserves to do that. He's fine. Yeah. Don't be like, oh, he's so cocky. He deserves to do that shit. Yeah. With the Jets, on the other hand, the Jets defense played like shit. The Jets offense played like shit. Sam Darnold, I just think he tried too hard. He knew this game was a big one. It's Monday Night Football
Yeah.
at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. He just tried too hard. He tried making these impossible plays that only fucking Russell Wilson can make, and it just didn't happen. So once he gets settled in, has a few more games in him, he'll be fine. This game was not Sam Darnold. It was just him trying way too hard and
Yep.
trying to make the impossible happen, which obviously it bit him in the ass. However, he saw a ghost. The Patriots were wearing white jerseys. So
Well, no, now it all makes sense then.
yeah.
We'll
So
just wear
that's
white
why
again.
that is why he was seeing ghosts. So just
Makes
saying. Moving on to topic number 2. All the recaps are out of the way. Now we are going to predict this shit show of a Thursday night football game. In week 8, we have the Redskins traveling to Minnesota to face the fucking great Vikings. Who do you got? All right, so yeah, who do you got winning in this game? I don't know why I'm
Okay.
asking
Well,
that.
I obviously have the Vikings winning.
Sure.
And I honestly have the Vikings winning. I'm going to go similar to the Patriots results against the Jets. I'm saying about 34-0. Sounds about right. I don't even know if Kirk Cousins will make it through the fourth quarter. They might say, fuck it. We're going to put our backup in and let him take some snaps. And I think they'll still be effective in the fourth quarter. That's my prediction.
I completely agree. I think, yep, they were going to take him out in the fourth quarter. Dalvin Cook will have over 100 yards. Kirk Cousins will
Easily.
have 3 to 4
Easily.
touchdowns
Yeah.
and over 300 yards. The offense will be clicking. The defense will fuck the Redskins up majorly. They might score 10 points. Adrian Peterson's a good running back. Case Keenum is a decent quarterback. They might score 10 on the first drive, and then after that, it's going to be a shit show. I
Yeah.
don't think the Redskins will win this game at all, no matter what they do. I think it's just going to be a fuck fest, to be honest with you. Do you agree?
I do, but I would be really pleased to see the Redskins pull off one of the bigger upsets of the season if they wanted to just go ahead and beat the Vikings. That would be kind of funny. I would love to see your reaction.
What did you say? 4 straight wins, and you'll start believing in the Vikings again?
I said when they get to 8-2, if they're
8-2.
8-2 after
So
week 10,
3
then I
more
will
wins.
believe.
They are about to win 3 in maybe. I haven't seen the schedule up ahead. I think they're going to hit 8-2 for you. So get ready for that. You're about to come to my side. And
I'm not against the Vikings. That's
you
just
just don't like them because they fuck us up in our picks every damn week, basically.
exactly.
Yeah, I
Ah,
get it. I get
assholes.
it. Yeah, well, they're good now. Anyway, do
We'll
you have
see.
anything else to say at the end of the episode?
I do not. I do want to say this. I'm legit. Seriously, I am so ready for the new episode of Keeping Up with the Eagles next Sunday. There's a lot of
Yeah.
drama going on. Hunter made this. I was unaware of all this drama. I learned something tonight with what you said there, and it's made me very happy ever since. I love it. I love the drama in the NFL. I wish there was more. I really do.
Bullshit going on in the Eagles locker room. Alshon Jeffrey is the one talking shit about Carson Wentz. Nelson Aguilar giving up on plays, giving up on passes. It's a great show. I mean, I definitely would watch it. It's probably on Skip and Shannon every fucking day and Get Up.
Yeah.
It's always on. So yeah, definitely watch that. But yes,
All
good
right.
good point there. Keeping up with the Eagles. I like on E Network. I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching episode 28. Tune in a couple days when we have our predictions of week 8 and the recap of Thursday night football between the Slaughterfest that is about to go down between the Vikings and Redskins. So tune in a couple days when we get that up and watch our mini-sodes, watch the whole live podcast, whatever you want to do. And once again, thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you later.